Bula, I'm Wame. Join me every weekday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on The Center Show with classic hits from the 70s as well as the 80s right here on Gold FM.
Tonight, European Commission looking forward to elections, saying they have confidence in Fiji's new constitution. Dairy farmers ask for VAT exemption, and women still reluctant to get screened for cervical cancer. Good evening, I'm Jackie Spate, and you're watching FBC News. The European Commission has given the government 18 months to get back to democracy before it can put Fiji back in its development fund. Chanel Sivan reports for the first time. After 6 years, the European Commission met with the government yesterday.
We are not a state.
European Commission Director for Northeast Asia and the Pacific European External Service, Dr. Gerard Sabathil, says this is the final maximum suspension period.
Our expectation is that this is the last time that we have to extend this suspension of the development aid, and the 18 months is a maximum period because we take into account that after elections there will be government building, there will be the first decisions to be made by the new government. So this was just meant as taking away the time pressure.
Sabathil says he will go back to Brussels and wait for the Fijian government's reaction, as the Commission is keen to start development cooperation with Fiji.
We have, of course, studied the new constitution of the country. We expressed our strong confidence that the basic values of the constitution will be fully implemented, and that when the government, the next democratic government will be installed, we can work on this new base again together.
Sabathil says the EU has confidence in the new constitution and is eagerly awaiting developments in Fiji. The EU is also ready to send elections observer mission to Fiji come September 2014. Chanel Shivan, FBC News.
Dairy farmers in Fiji are asking for VAT exemption for income from selling milk to Fiji Dairy Cooperative Limited. Some farmers say with the reduction in the farm gate price, they're ending up with less in their pockets. Ritika Pratap reports.
The dairy farmers are claiming that it's unfair for them to pay VAT when they already make so little.
That VAT price has been added into our base price, 13 cents. $1 VIP. Now, VIP, the 13 cents is in there. Government should remove that word VAT from that $1 completely out. If VAT is removed from that $1, we will be getting $1 base price for our liter of milk.
However, the Fiji Revenue and Customs Authority has clarified that this only applies to farmers who have registered under VAT. There is no general VAT requirement for all dairy farmers.
We apply if a person is registered for VAT purpose. And to be registered for VAT under Section 4, you have to be conducting a taxable activity. So what is a taxable activity? Taxable activity is an activity that is conducted continuously and frequently, and it involves the supply of goods and services to another person for a consideration.
Ipeli Nawa says it's only a handful of farmers who have opted to register for VAT, and all relevant laws now apply to them.
Dairy farmers, the issue in there is under the current law, they are not covered under the threshold of 100,000. For them, there is no threshold. It's up to them whether they want to register or not. Okay? But if you opt to register, then you have to abide by the VAT decree.
The issue came up after the Fiji Cooperative Dairy Limited reduced the amount per litre paid to farmers. An exemption would mean that those paying VAT would end up with a little more in their pockets. Ritika Pratap, FBC News.
Cervical cancer cases continue to rise, but women still lack basic knowledge. The VCC Sai Health Center in Lautoka has screened more than 2,000 women this year. Akusita Tale reports there's a lot to do in bringing the issue to light.
Despite the hundreds of women being screened, many are still in the dark. Culture and religion, even in this modern era, still get in the way, and women feel unempowered in their own families and community.
For them to be told to take out a loop because the husband was not consulted, or for them to throw away the pills because it's against the religious beliefs, or whatsoever. This needs to be looked at seriously.
Moses Mbase says even the younger generation who are sexually active don't come forward, fearing backlash from elders.
We really need to crack out from that nutshell. We are still trying to entice a lot more young girls to come in. It's for their own good, it's for their own health, and for their own well-being. No one is supposed to die from cervical cancer. It's preventable.
Those involved with cancer treatment and detection believe the message should go out through schools, the church, and any forum which has influence in the grassroots.
If there is no education done first in the community that is being targeted, then you will expect the clinic to be empty. So we really need to go there first, and we really need to knock on people's door, even if it's a one-on-one education.
Fiji has received 56 cervical cancer cases this year. Akusita Tale, FBC News.
President Ratu Epeli Nailatikau has met with the acting president of Vanuatu, Philip Boydoro, in Port Vila. Ratu Epeli provided an update on Fiji's path to elections, adding that the recent promulgation of the Fijian constitution is an important step in this electoral process. Boydoro, who also is the Speaker of Parliament, was updated on other matters, including the electronic voter registration in Fiji. Ratu Epeli said over 500,000 Fijians have registered to vote in the 2014 elections, and registrations overseas have begun, with the team already in New Zealand. Boydoro said they were happy that Fiji had moved ahead positively in recent years, and Vanuatu was looking forward to elections next year. All roads in the Northern Division, which were closed due to heavy rain, are now open to all traffic. Urata Bridge, Gawa Crossing and Wainikoro are now open to traffic, as well as Nakelekoso and Malau Road. According to a statement from the Ministry of Information, patrol teams are still on standby. In the Central Division, all roads are open to traffic. For the Western Division, in Rakiraki, the crossings at Nailawa Road, Korotale Valley Road, Mead Road, Narara Road, Burenitu, Nassau, Nambalambalau are still underwater but open to all traffic. In Ba, Koromboya Road, Busambusa, Namanda, Veisaru, Kaula, Waiwai, Nandari, Nambila and Holika are now open to all traffic, but people should be wary of muddy and slippery conditions. Coming up, DHL to the rescue with vital parts for the Indian Mars mission.
I wonder what you are. Or you could spend it like this.
Tune in to the morning ride every weekday morning from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. right here on Today FM, Today's Hit Music.
Nisambulo binaka oya wone kamanalangi oni nandorungo diao mena diwa kina rua na bisinga mena moniti kina bagarumbu kana Radio Fiji wana ndoma ibiti bongani bianyanu nama katalengana bengo na sasibiani na tinna kaloka na bembongi ni bukilulu kena bima mani walu na bembongi ni bakarowai mena mbuza ni balu ninge namaka.
Welcome back. You're watching FBC News. 19 people living with disabilities will have job opportunities open up to them after graduating with certificates from the Fiji National University. Epeli Tokoasa reports.
14 of the students have received certificates after completing courses in cabinet making, while the other 5 have done computer studies.
Those who are graduating this year from the Ministry of Education, we wish you all the best. And I know that this is not the end. This is just the beginning of your journey.
They are recipients of the scholarship scheme for special children, which the Fijian government implemented this year. 44 students, including those graduating, are benefiting from the scheme.
The scheme is designed for underprivileged children who have grown up in special circumstances and helping them achieve their goals through a meager sum of $200,000 set aside is a great thing for us all.
Epelibo Lili, who has optic and speech disabilities, is a happy man today, knowing his hard work has paid off.
And this course I studied for 3 months, so I'm so grateful that I have achieved my certificate and I've been graduated today.
Lili wants to pursue further studies next year, aiming high, all in the hopes of securing his future.
Also want to thank the Fiji Association of the Deaf for supporting me into going through this course. Yes, though I'm deaf, but I would like to show that we can do things too and make an awareness for my deaf friends out there.
These graduates have also qualified for FNU's diploma program next year, which can also be covered by the government scholarship. Epeli Tukuasa, FBC News.
Close to 1,000 children filled the ANZ Stadium in Suva today to cheer on their classmates and local celebrities who participated in Save the Children Fiji's Race for Survival. Neelam Raj reports.
The relay race had participants from different primary schools in Suva. Running beside them were local celebrities including Miss Hibiscus, Priscilla Reddy. The event was aimed at raising awareness on malnutrition.
In 2011 and 2012, there were 250 children admitted to the divisional hospitals with severe malnutrition. The Ministry of Health is working with the community to try and reduce the number of children under 5 who die each year. But we need your help.
The race was held under the theme Grow Healthy Food, Nurture Healthy Children, using children to pass on the message that parents need to provide them with nutritious food.
They should eat fruits and green leafy vegetables a lot.
This was the first time Fiji took part in the global initiative by Save the Children International.
Being able to take part in a global event was a great experience for me and all of the contestants. We had a really good time.
Apart from creating awareness on a serious issue, it also allowed these children to have a fun time. Neelam Raj, FBC News.
Engine parts have arrived in the country for one of 2 ships here from India to collect data for the $127 million Mars orbiter mission. Indian High Commissioner Vinod Kumar says the ship suffered engine problems and is thankful for the fast delivery of the parts. Due to the urgency of the mission, DHL had to fast-track its delivery. It took less than 24 hours for the parts to be delivered to Carptrack this morning.
Just through the association and the help of Fiji Airways, we managed to get Ivan, our staff member, a flight last night. Came in this morning, customs here in Fiji express cleared the shipment, and we've managed to deliver it within 24 hours.
So very personalised service, and I'm sure that when the ship's owners find out about it, they'll be very happily impressed.
The Indian High Commission here says there isn't any set date for the ships to begin their journey, as everything is being coordinated from India. However, it's likely that they will leave the Suva harbour as soon as repairs are complete. Sports time now, and Jamie joins us with the latest.
Good evening. Tonight in sports, excitement builds for Fiji Bati's first game, and flying Fijians to bank on overseas reps in Northern Hemisphere tour. Details coming up.
Bola, oya wasala bilawa. Do pata kia o mena diwa kina tini karona kaloko na single level ni moniti kina vagaromboka. Kako ni valata na no musini sari na kaisa mariando loloma leone vani ni nau om gori ke de mena diwa kina tini karona kaloko na single level ni moniti kina vagaromboka en Bula FM number 2 en sere.
जहाँ हो प्यार का बसेरा और रिश्तों की खुशबू, वही आपका अपना घर संसार. Join me on Ghar Sansar, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. only on Radio Fiji 2.
Welcome back. The hype for the Rugby League World Cup is building and has provided a chance for team captains to meet and mingle. Vodafone Fiji Mbati skipper Petero Divoni Deva was amongst those present. He, along with Australian skipper Cameron Smith, Simon Mannering of New Zealand and others, faced off for the last time before taking to the field.
The game internationally, well, I think it's great that, you know, guys like Minnie, myself, Brent Kite, you know, we can all go back to countries of origin and play.
Meanwhile, Ryan Millard, who joins his brother Daryl in the Vodafone Fiji Mbati, says he is excited to be part of this outfit. Daryl played in the 2008 World Cup, and now younger sibling Ryan has a chance to join his brother in taking the Mbati to the top. Indra Singh spoke to the Mbati camp.
As the days draw near, the prayers are getting stronger and louder for the Vodafone Fiji Mbati. While divine intervention is always a guidance, having family in the same setup helps as well.
It's an awesome feeling. It's a dream come true. Ever since I saw Dale play in 2008, it was really one of my goals in the future. So to accomplish it, I'm pretty happy about it. Can't be thankful enough.
The younger Millard knows the going will only get tough, but is not faced by the daunting task which lies ahead. This, coupled with the focus on the big guns, could just work in Fiji's favour.
I've played with most of them in previous Batu camps and that, and most of the Australian-based boys I know, so it's pretty good getting along with them, and the team's gelling together pretty well.
The side has been given the thumbs up on the injury front, meaning coach Rick Stone has a full and fit squad to pick from for his starting team.
Yeah, injury-wise, we're going pretty good. We've got one of the players that's got a mild hamstring strain, but we're hoping that he's going to be fit come Monday. Apart from that, very little at the moment, thankfully. And yeah, it's a great camp at the moment. A lot of unity here, a lot of self-belief. So yeah, it's going really well, and I'm really enjoying the experience.
With game day approaching fast, the Mbati is grabbing most of the attention here at home. What the team has to offer on Tuesday is left to be seen. Indra Singh, FBC Sports.
Upon their arrival in Lisbon next month, the Flying Fijians will only have 9 days to prepare for their first tour match. And while Fiji faces 22nd ranked Portugal, the onus is on head coach Inoke Male to mould a strong team combining his overseas-based reps and local players. As Elena MacDonald reports, given the time constraints, Male will be heavily dependent on his UK-based reps.
There may not be a solid game plan just yet, but we've been promised to see some free-flowing rugby from the Flying Fijians on this northern tour.
Most of them are leaders in our team. They will be definitely play against those players are playing in those teams. So when we are down for the 3-day camp, we'll be assessing all those games and try to map out the game plans that are going to be suitable for us.
Lined up on this tour are games against Portugal, Italy, Romania and the Barbarians, some of which Male will ensure his local reps get dibs on the first 15 spots.
Nicola will be unavailable during Romania game, so that's where Henry will come in. So Leabani is there as a specialist second five, so we'll try to put him in and inject in his type of play in the later games.
On this tour, Male's locally based players consists of 5 forwards and 3 backline players. And if there's any time they need to prove their worth, it's on this tour. Elena MacDonald, FBC Sports.
FBC Super Volleyball starts its season this weekend with a knockout tournament at the FMF gym in the capital. While the Super Women dominated last season, the men had victory in just one of the national championships. Now it's all about changing that.
FBC Super Volleyball Association is the biggest in the country, and they are growing as more clubs come on board.
This weekend we have clubs from last year that they'll be in this weekend again with other new clubs like Rockets that have just joined in, and some other new grassroots clubs have joined in during our pre-season tournament that was held 2 weeks ago.
Suva's women have won all championships this year. The association hopes that their champion status will entice more women's clubs.
We are expecting more women's clubs this season. I know you have a women's team, even a grassroots team, even if you just play volleyball at home. No, this is you're welcome to join the FBC Suva.
The real focus is to win all volleyball silverware up for grab in the coming season.
A setback for us, losing those 2 titles to Rugby and winning only in the marriage tournament. This is a start of it, and we hope to build and get back into top form in the next season.
The knockout tournament starts Friday at 4 p.m. and continues next day at the FMF gym. Shalvin Chan, FBC Sports.
The Fiji Primary Schools Netball Association believes that they can nurture future stars and hopefully get Fiji to rub shoulders with the Diamonds and the Silver Ferns. With their plans set out, the association will be holding national trials to pick a team to tour New Zealand next year. Shalvin Chand has more.
Trials will be held in major centers throughout Fiji to select 60 players in the under-12 grade.
Decided to take a team to New Zealand to take part in the Pacific netball tournament in October 10th next year. Our first trials will take part in Lautoka this year, next week for our Western schools. And the next one will be in the north in Sabsavu for our northern schools, and the final one will be in the central in Suva.
The association believes that this is the way forward if Fiji is to ever become world champions of netball.
Taking the teams overseas, just the exposure means a lot to these girls. And when they come to the national level, if some of them are picked, they are already exposed to this kind of tournament.
The plan is for the future. So far, only a handful of Fijians have broken into the professional game. With players getting early exposure, this could change.
That's part of our strategic plan to sell our netball players overseas, get them the exposure, sell them, and also expose our coaches and umpires to the international meets such as these.
There is also focus on providing umpires and technical officials training as well. It's an ambitious approach, but the association believes with the right mindset, even this can be achieved. Shalvin Chand, FBC Sports.
That's it from Sports. Business is up next.
Renovations at the ANZ head office in Suva are well underway, with the new look complex to be ready by Christmas. Chief Executive Vishnu Mohan says the refurbishment will also be the platform for better services. Edwin Nund reports.
ANZ controls the largest market share in Fiji's banking industry. The $9 million spent on its main office is a sign of things to come.
We are now doing the branch, and the first floor has been completed. We are doing the branch downstairs and also in stages because we don't want to cause too much inconvenience to our customers. And so that will be done in the next 6 weeks.
The Blue Bank wants to be the market leader in the South Pacific, and Vishnu Mohan says the new look will be similar to what's seen in Singapore and Hong Kong.
It's going to be very, very ultra-modern, and it's according to group standards. We have very specific group standards as to how we design our branches. So what we had before was obviously it's a legacy, so we had to live with it. We didn't want to inconvenience the customers too much, so we had to pick the right moment, which we think it's right now. So what you will get to see when we formally open the refurbished branch, it'll be world class.
Mohan doesn't anticipate any delays to their December deadline for all the work to be complete.
Clearly, when you spend $9 million, it had better be.
The bank has also assured that it will also improve services in all aspects. Edwin Nund, FBC News.
Weather time now in Jen. I'm hoping you have something better than yesterday's forecast.
Sorry to burst your bubble, Jackie, but until that trough moves further away from Fiji, it's more wet conditions for us. It's coming up now. There it is. Looking at the western side, it was mostly cloudy, with Ba experiencing rain in the morning. In the north, it was very cloudy in Savusavu, while Lambasa had afternoon showers. Temperatures seem to be getting warmer. Suva, however, is still feeling a slight chill at 27, which also happens to be our lowest. Looking at tomorrow's weather, it's set to rain throughout the day for Savusavu and the capital. It will also rain in the other parts of the country, but towards the afternoon. Now, time for something other than clouds and showers. Here's a unique shot of a sunset in a sugarcane field, taken at Navo in Nandi by Margaret Nangiri. Thanks, Margaret. Finally, to my friend Ernest, who requested a snowy forecast. Don't you worry, the Met Office is still working on that one.
Thanks so much for that, Genevieve. Our headlines once again, European Commission looking forward to elections, saying they have confidence in Fiji's new constitution. Dairy farmers ask for VAT exemption, and women still reluctant to get screened for cervical cancer. On to our poll question for this week, and we're asking, can the Vodafone Fiji Mbati reach the final of the Rugby League World Cup 2013? Visit our FBC website to answer. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj. That's all from FBC News tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
आपकी शादी होने वाली है, 5 बच्चे होंगे। 5 हाय, मैं हूँ आपकी सहेली वेनू। सुनते रहिए मिर्च एफएम। मैं हूँ ना 9 से 12 बजे तक।